The Seed of the Sacred Fig is a 2024 Iranian political drama film written, co-produced and directed by Mohammad Rasoulof. This film had its premiere at 24 May 2024 at the main competition of the 77th Cannes Film Festival, where it was nominated for the Palme d'Or, winning the Special Jury Prize. Ahead of its premiere, Rasoulof was sentenced to 8 years in prison by Iranian authorities. After the appeals court confirmed the verdict, he was forced to decide within a 2-hour window whether to remain in Iran and surrender or flee. Leaving all his electronic devices at home, he escaped to a safe location before crossing the Iranian border on foot. The footage was smuggled out of Iran to Hamburg, where it was edited by Andrew Bird, with whom Rasoulof had previously worked. Post-production took place in Germany. After successfully fleeing to Germany, Rasoulof and other cast and crew members attended the Cannes red carpet premiere. Iman, played by Missagh Zareh, a devout and honest lawyer, lives with his wife Najmeh, played by Soheila Golestani, who is anti-hijab protestor, and their 2 teenage daughters, Rezvan, played by Mahsa Rostami and Sana, played by Setareh Maleki. Iman has recently been appointed as an investigating judge in the Revolutionary Court in Tehran. The position provides him a higher salary and a larger apartment for his family as desired by his wife. As the nationwide political protests against the authoritarian government unfold, Iman discovers that he was not hired to use his legal expertise to investigate cases. He is expected to approve judgments presented to him by his superiors without assessing the evidence, including death sentences. The position requires Iman to remain anonymous. The government issues Iman a handgun for his family's protection, but he is unprepared to handle the gun. The Seed of the Sacred Fig is the 10th directorial work of Rasoulof. The title refers to a species of fig that spreads by wrapping itself around another tree and eventually strangling it. This was seen as a symbol of the theocratic regime in Iran. When Rezvan's only friend Sadaf is shot in the face during protest against compulsory hijab, Najmeh and her daughters provide first aid in their apartment. A short time later, Sadaf is arrested. Najmeh, who is just as devout as Iman, advises her daughters to stay away from their revolutionary friends. The fictional narrative is combined with the real images of the 2022 to 2023 protests in Iran that were violently suppressed by Iranian authorities. As nationwide political protests intensify, Iman's life is pervaded by mistrust and paranoia. The protests force him to sign several hundred sentences a day. Meanwhile, Rezvan and Sana follow the protests in horror on social media. Rezvan eventually rebels against her father at a dinner. Iman dismisses her concern as enemy propaganda. Just as oppression led to breakdown of trust between the state and the citizens in the streets of Iran, so the same dynamic plays out within the family. Iman's handgun mysteriously disappears and he becomes suspicious of his family members. Iman's name, photo and address are eventually posted on social media. For their own protection, Iman decides to drive with his family to his childhood home in the mountains. Before he leaves, a colleague gives him a firearm for protection to make up for the one that has disappeared. During the car ride, the family encounters a couple who recognizes Iman. A chase ensues as Iman runs them off the road and threatens them. Sana reveals to her sister that she has taken the gun. Each of the main cast ably portrays internal conflict both in the things they say and the things they don't. Upon reaching home, Iman interrogates and tries to force them to confess on a camcorder. Classic third act of Chekhov's rule about what happens to a gun produced in Act 1. Iman locks Rezvan and Najmeh, but Sana escapes with the gun. After setting a trap, she is able to lock Iman in a shed and free her sister and mother before he breaks out. Following a lengthy chase scene in the ruins of a town, Iman eventually catches Najmeh, and her screams lead Sana and Rezvan to them. Sana raises her gun at her father, but she hesitates to fire. When her father moves toward her with gun in his hand, she panics and shoots the ground beneath him. The ground collapses and Iman falls to his presumed death. The film ends with a real footage captured on mobile phones depicting women protesting in the streets of Tehran, hair uncovered, waving their headscarves in the air. The filming took place in secret and lasted about 70 days. He could only film for a few days at a time before having to take a break. The film is currently streaming on Prime Video. Enjoy the film. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and share this video. Do subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click the bell icon.